Alright, so here we go. Another one. Our last one of the year. And yes, I took a giant break and did not post anything for pretty much most of the year. About 2 weeks ago, we did a little share. So here we are back again. But it is the last haul of the year. It is going to be a loot list. And let's just jump right in. So for those of you who don't know, I'm Aradia Noir, your resident witch and creatrix over to Radia's Hand and Danae's Divine, where I create myth, magic, and meaning for your everyday life through art, intuition, and energy work. And on Tuesdays, I like to do haul videos. Now, earlier in the year, I started doing loot lists, which is just a way of me sharing things that I've gotten for myself that are a little more personal, a little less work related, but still relatively relevant. The goal of most of what I have today is to go into my gaming setup, but I've also got some things for my work office, for my day job, and then some stuff for the seeding. So without further ado, what we got was a bunch of figures. Whoop. And then let's see if I can get these over here and not knock anything over. I don't know if it's possible. Alright. But, okay, so before I get too into it, I do want to say that I kind of don't have like a specific theme, but I like spooky shit. I like some anime and graphic art, and so this is reflective of that. I'm also a 90s kid, and that is crooked, and that has bothered the crap out of me. So when I saw these, I had to. It was I got 3 of the Universal monsters: the Bride of Frankenstein, and Dracula. And I am a Dracula or vampire girly myself, so always my favorite. The other options were Gillman and the Wolfman, which I have yet to see, and if I do see them, I'm going to snatch them up, because I do like sets, and like I want all of them in the series. But I think I'd walked by them like a couple of times, and I was like, and I do like the classic monsters, and so yes, so that is really, really exciting. You can see them. And even if I don't ever get the rest, I would like to. You know, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Then I started my Five Nights at Freddy's collection with Freddy and Chica. I did see the movie. I have a bunch of the novels to share with y'all later, because I have been doing a lot of collecting. Other ones in here are Foxy, Bonnie, and then Mangle. Now, what I can do and share with you is that I do have more of these. I don't recall if I have Bonnie. I'm pretty sure I got Bonnie, but I don't know. I do have Bonnie, and I now have Mangle. Mangle was a whole thing, because Mangle is one of the bigger ones, and was huge. And then I could not leave the store when I saw Mr. Rogers. This is from the A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, so it's got him with the puppet. I think it's Henrietta Pussycat, but I'm not 100% sure. But the real thing is, it's Mr. Rogers, and Mr. Rogers is so wholesome. So yeah, you know, next to a bunch of scary stuff and horror stuff, yeah. Then I got this. This was by the door. It was a Unicorno, the Tokidokis. It's Pride. Her name is Lulu. This is for my office, because I'm trying to basically make my office as gay as possible. I have not taken this and put it in my office as of the time that I bought it till before this video is getting posted. I am part of why I'm recording it in the order that I am, and not later, sooner, whatever. It's because I'm like, I need to share this, because I need to put it in my office, because I love it, and it's so cute. She's got little sunglasses on. Like, look at that. And then, yeah. Lastly, these are not for me. These are for the sea bean, because she is on a Kuromi kick, and so, boom. You have Kuromi Ninja and Dress Up Kuromi. So whenever I see some Kuromi stuff, I'm usually about getting it for her. Because that's what you do when you're a parent. Like that, well, that's what a lot of parents do. All the stuff that you didn't get to do, that you want to do when you were a kid, you try to do it for your kids. Right? So, I got all of this stuff from Second and Charles. So because of that, I don't have links for most of it. The links I have is for the bride, and that's directly from Funko's website, because while Second and Charles has some new stuff, it's a little hard to find links to there's anything that's there, because a lot of the stuff they have is used, which means every single location that you go to is going to have something a little different. And so it was easier for me to go basically straight to where you get it from instead of where I got it, so I could link to it. I did find also the Withered Freddy. I did not find any of the other ones other than Foxy. Is it Foxy? Is it Roxy? Foxy. I saw Foxy, and that was it. I have not been able to find any of the other, like, there was no Frankenstein, there was no Dracula, there was no Wolfman or Gilman. There was none of the other ones on the Funko site. So I don't know what that means. I don't know whether it means they retired it or what, but they're all pop merchandise. So like it's their stuff, which kind of sucks when you think about it, because it's like, oh, that means if somebody else wanted it, good luck. So if you find it, snatch it, right? Especially if it's, at a reasonable price, because I've paid about $10 to like $15-16 for everything. And so if that's the price that you're finding it at, that's the lower price. If you find it any higher than that, that means it's probably been discontinued. You can't get it anywhere else, which is one of the reasons why I try to get stuff when I can, when I see it. So everybody's been hanging out in their box. I am not a collector of things wherein I keep things in the box because, oh my gosh, I'm not collecting it for value. I'm collecting it because I like the thing. I do keep the boxes so that when if I have to go and move and everything like that, I can put everybody back in the box to keep them, nice during the move. But really, honestly, they're not hanging out in their boxes after that. And it's funny, I'm not really a collector of like anything. But since like the Funkos came out, I have a lot of them. Like I have I think 4 on my desk. I've got Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, Dante the Alebrije, Raphael, because he's the best turtle, and I will accept no arguments against that. I've also got Bebop and Rocksteady up there in various forms. I've got like 5 up there. I'm trying to think of who else is up there. I can't think of anybody else is up there. Then I've got these. Then I've got more, and I've got another few here and there and everywhere. Because I'm silly. So you over the next couple months, you're going to hear me talk about more of them. But the whole shtick that I'm doing with these is I would really like to set up my gaming area. It's going to be like a little spooky, little graphic art. I'm probably going to have like sections for things, but I don't know. We'll see. I think these are probably going to go on some floating shelves, and they might all have their own like kind of spaces for like the little fandoms that they're part of. But we'll see. Like right now my desk is covered, much to the chagrin of the baby, who's looking at it like, what is this? And I'm like, I haven't gotten around to it yet. Yeah, I'm pretty much taking the time off of work and school for the next couple of days to kind of do as much cleaning and organizing, which is why we're doing so much Katsu videos. Yes. Okay. Yeah. And like I said a couple weeks ago, I'm going to at some point share this. I just have to get to the point where I'm up for doing that because I've gotten there. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, so anything that's got rainbow on it, it goes to my office. Because it does. And then I've always wanted some Unicorno Tokidoki. I got a big Tokidoki Unicorno for the bean. And its like head is so big, it's like it needs to lay down. It's terrible. I also am trying to get Kuromi anything for the bean because she's all about it. And so whenever I can, I do. And I've got, you know, I lucked out and got like a little blind bag that was a Kuromi, but like I know that Kuromi has a particular shape, so like honestly I was like trying to figure out which one was a Kuromi. What has triangle ears? Go for it. That's it. That's the one I want. That's terrible. Terrible. Better than the people who like sit there and open them and like ruin it for people, which is like awful. But that's it. That's it. So yeah, every now and then we try to do a loot list. I do love getting things for people, so when I can, I try to. But other than that, that's it. So, what are we doing tomorrow, kids? Well, tomorrow being the last day of the year, will be a Bujo setup for January of 2026, which I can't believe is here already. Like, the year went by really fast. There are always reasons for that. For me, my internship ate a lot of my life up. And just a whirlwind of trying to make everything happen and get everything done and everything, like, oh my gosh. So that's nice that that's over. And yeah, that's it. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, and goodbye, my lovelies. And like I said, if you want to check out the few links that I've got, it's 2, which is not my usual. You want to see pictures of everybody individual, you can scroll into the post below. If you're hitting this up on YouTube, you can hit that link at the top. It'll send you over to Patreon, where you can view this post and see all the pictures. Also linked are my socials and my websites if you are interested in anything else that I do, create, make, share. And like I said, I think that's that. One more thing. I gotta do something about this glare because not having my glasses on is starting to give me a headache, and I hate it. I hate it. I feel like it probably also makes me look like a lot more tired. Let's see. One more thing. I would love to hear from you. Do you have any of the stuff? Do you have any of these? Do you collect anything? Let me know in the comments below. I do read all of them. And that's pretty much it. Yeah. So I'm going to be back to drafting videos and whatnot, and so on and so forth, and la-di-da-di, everybody. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, and goodbye for real this time. And I'll see you later.